Good morning, students. Today we will discuss a very simple topic, that is encashment of earned leave. I would like to request you to listen carefully. It's very important. All these areas is very important as far as the public exams are concerned. Encashment of earned leave, gratuity, commuted value of pension, return instrument compensation, etc. Please be vigilant. See, encashment of earned leave and how what are the tax implication of this encashment of earned leave and what is meant by encashment of earned leave. So, encashment of earned leave means an employee can encash or convert into cash the earned leave standing to his credit. Employees have different leaves: CL, commuter leave, half pay leave, etc. CL that is obsolete at the end of the calendar year. Then we have another earned leave that can be converted into cash, that is called encashment of earned leave. So this standing leave to his credit either during service or at the time of retirement. Two possibilities we have to encash our earned leave. First one during his service and second one at the time of retirement. So that is called encashment of converting a cash into converting leave into cash. That is the process of encashment of earned leave. So see, suppose any amount which is received on encashment of earned leave during service, two things: during service, it's fully taxable. It's fully taxable. Then when an employee encash his earned leave at the time of retirement, what will happen? Exempted up to a limit. So we have to calculate what is the exempted limit and what is the taxable limit. See, calculation of taxable portion of encashment of earned leave, section 10, subsection 10AA. Two employees we have, as we are discussed in our previous classes, that is government employee and other employees. Broadly we can classify it into two. In the case of government employees, an amount which is received at the time of retirement for encashment of earned leave, it's fully exempted. It's fully exempted. Clear? It's fully exempted. Very important. Government employees fully exempted. Then other employees, least of the following will be exempted and the rest will be taxable. Please listen. Here, least of the following exempted. So what is the amount of taxable amount? How to calculate taxable amount? We have to deduct this exempted amount from actual amount. What is the actual amount? Actual amount received as encashment of earned leave. Clear? See, what are the three elements? First one, that is actual amount received. It's given in your problem. Amount received as encashment of earned leave. So actual amount. The next one, that is 10-month salary. It's element 10-month salary. How to calculate a 10-month salary? There is a provision based on the average of last 10 months. Or 10-month immediately preceding the date of retirement. That is called 10-month. And we have to take average of these last 10 months. So we have to calculate last 10-month salary and then calculate average salary. Then again we have to multiply it with the 10 months. Clear? So then we will get a 10-month average salary. Okay. Then the last element, that is very serious: cash equivalent of leave due at the rate of average salary of last 10 months. Once again I will repeat: cash equivalent of leave due. Clear? Leave due. How much or how many leave due to him? Subject to the maximum of 30 leave for each completed year of service. So 30 days for an year. That is the condition. So suppose an employee completed 2 years. How many number of leaves he have? 60 days leave. So cash equivalent of leave due at the rate of average salary of last 10 months. Again, we have another problem, that is average salary of last 10 months. We have to calculate average salary of last 10 months. Here we have 10 month salary. Two points does not confused. Here we have to calculate average salary of 10 months and multiply with 10. Here we have to take average salary of the last month and multiply with the leave due. Clear? So these three elements we have to compare and take which one is the least consider as accepted amount. And the least amount is deducted from the actual amount. Least amount is deducted from actual amount. Then what will that is equal to a taxable amount. Clear? Yes or no? Okay. Then we can see some important point that we have to bear in mind while calculating engagement of earned leave. First one, that is average salary means, as I am already discussed, average salary means average of 10 month salary immediately preceding the date of retirement. We are discussed here, we are discussed average salary. Clear? Here we are discussed average salary, where we are discussed 10 month average salary. We are discussed average salary. What is the point? Average salary means average of 10 month salary immediately preceding the rate of retirement. Then one more important point, for more than, suppose an employee receiving engagement of earned leave from more than one employer. What is the provisions related to this? The exemption shall not exceed the limit specified. The exemption shall not exceed the limit specified. Then here salary means, we are always discussing salary, a definition of salary for different calculations. Here salary means basic salary plus DA, if it is taken as terms of employment or forming as a part of salary, plus fixed percentage of commission on sales target. It's a salary definition. As in the case of gratuity, we are discussed definition of salary in gratuity also the same. Clear? So that's all about the calculation of encashment of earned leave. You please go through the problem, and you have any doubt, please ask me. Let us solve problems after completing this entire theoretical portion. Okay, thank you to all.